Apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. Despite the cold start, we'll see a high near 24. Tonight, increasing clouds, a continued breeze, low near 10. And tomorrow, a chance of wintry mix, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy with the high near 38. I'm meteorologist Kyle Beck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Juwan Gary from the Nebraska men's basketball team. As you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and the shot clock is ticking. If you want to win some serious points this year with your girl, Script Men's Spa is where it's at. They got everything your girl needs. Facial, laser treatments, gift card, stuff that make her feel like a queen. I've been at Script Men's Spa myself, and trust me, their treatments here way different. Even as a hooper, I know how to take care of myself for sure. Stop by Script Men's Spa in Lincoln and check them out online. Confidence is where it starts at. You'll thank me later.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
If you don't have Valentine's Day plans this year, strike up some romance at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards. Head to Madsen's on Friday, February 14th for the first ever Love on the Lanes, a live stage front dating show like Lincoln's never seen. The show is free, live on the bowling lanes with audience participation, hilarious Q&As, and unexpected twists. The show is free, but reserve VIP seating by emailing sarah@madsonslincoln.com. Come for the love, stay for the laughs, and leave with memories or a match on Valentine's Day at Madson's.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
.93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East Sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back in here live on this beautiful, very cold Thursday morning, but the sun is out. But the cold said we are not going anywhere. It is still here. I think right now it is -4 for the temperature here in the capital city. It is -4. You had the wind chill in. Who knows how much colder it is? We got Nick holding down the ones and twos. We got Raff and AG, I believe, in the house. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you guys, man. How's things going?
Going good. Quit raining finally.
Raff, what's the weather like there in Huntsville?
37 degrees.
37. And no more rain.
No more rain for a couple days.
Nice. The backyard also just a mud pit.
Oh yeah. Yep. Always got our life jacket on. Doggy paddling.
Nice. AG, how's it going in Houston, my man?
It's going good. It's 66 and cloudy right now.
Oh, bro, I will take 60s. AG, did you guys get any rain this week?
Yeah, a little bit yesterday and the day before. A lot on what's today? Thursday. A lot on Tuesday and Monday we did.
Yeah, absolutely. Heat check, folks. Where are you at? tell us where you're at this morning, what the temperature is like this morning from where you're. I know, what's our buddy that's in Florida? Not Brad. Oh, it'll hit me. If you're listening from Florida, he's always texting from Florida. Dustin yeah.
in Lake Alfred.
D-Money from Lake Alfred. Yeah, Dustin, let us know what it's like down there. Nick, what's up, my man? You look like you a little tired. What's going on, man?
I am.
Your eyes?
Here's the issue, guys. I'm in the middle of a personal dilemma. So I'm a big like TV show guy. You guys know this, right? And I've watched Seinfeld probably 20 times all the way from beginning to end because you could just sit there and binge watch it the entire night.
Mm-hmm.
I have a big issue right now. I didn't get to bed until about 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning, simply because I was up late watching King of Queens. I cannot get enough King of Queens right now.
So that's your fault.
Oh, 100%. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But I cannot get enough of the Heffernans. It's incredible.
Oh,
for the first time, I'm watching it from start to finish. And Peacock has all of these. Peacock, by the way, slowly overtaking Netflix for the best streaming service. But Peacock, I mean, I'll say this. King of Queens, I'll turn it on. I turned it on when I went to bed at like 9:30 last night, and I just never turned it off.
So you watched
I watched
5 hours.
I watched about 5 or 6 hours worth of King of Queens yesterday.
I mean, it was a decent show, but doggone.
Say that for the weekend.
I can't get enough. I can't get enough. These like 30-minute episodes. That's like my perfect viewing. The 30-minute episodes, something you can have just kind of on in the background. You can't get enough of it for me.
Have you already watched King of Queens though?
I've seen them here and there, like I've
not
not from the start to the finish, and that's why it's fully got my attention because there's like 10 seasons, so I just know that I'm locked in for the next 3 weeks or so.
So we'll segue this way for a second.
Yeah,
Raff. Okay, yours is King of Queens. All right, that's your
like those types of shows.
Okay,
yeah.
Raff, what's your what do they call it? The word I was looking for.
Shows.
Well,
Shows.
Everyone knows General Hospital has been my
General Hospital.
Like
I did not know that.
But we've been watching the Bates Motel.
Okay, I remember back in like 2011 when that was big.
I never heard of that.
Well, I think it was like 13
It's from
or 17.
It's about the Psycho. It's the Psycho trilogy, right? Is
Kind
it
of.
that?
It's got the guy from The Good Doctor. He plays Norman Bates, but it's
Norman Bates. Yeah, that's from the
it's in like today's world, but it's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Binge watching is the word I was looking for. Binge watching.
Been watching a lot of that.
Okay, and what's it called again, Raff?
Bates Motel.
Bates Motel. I remember
it started on A&E, I believe, if I remember correctly. Like that's the channel that was showing it once a week when the new episodes would come out. I looked it up. 2013 was the first episode. The last episode of it, 2017. So it was on air for about 4 years.
So you were 12 when it came on.
I was 12 when it came on.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yep.
And I always can fall back into General Hospital if need be.
I can't do daytime soaps. Can't do it. I tried it as a kid one day. A couple days when I was sick in like elementary school age. Because some of my friends even said that they were like, really? We're like 10, 11 years old. And so I tried it. I got sick one day and I tried it and I was like, this is boring.
Yeah.
Like the drama was just too much for me. Then about a month, 2 months later, or another time I got sick again, I was like, all right, let me give it a second shot. Let me try to watch General Hospital here. And I made it. I watched through the whole episode, but I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it because it's so, to me, like I've been watching movies, like I had been 10, 11 years old. So I've been watching movies and my mom and dad were really good at saying, oh, this is good acting. This is good writing. And so when I watch that, I'm like, this is not good acting or writing. I'm like, I know they're making a living at it, but I'm like, oh man, this is rough to watch.
Look,
being trained by my mom and dad to understand what good acting and writing looks like.
AG, you just killed
that.
Raff.
Was bad back in the 80s, though. It might be better now. It might be better, Raff, now. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I haven't put myself through that. I'm not going to.
Hey,
so.
AG, here's the good Reverend Doctor. My dad said it ain't nothing but a bunch of bed hopping and just mess.
Yeah, exactly.
I was telling this last week or 2 weeks ago about Stephen A. Smith. So Stephen A. Smith and his mom used to watch it growing up. So he actually has a part on General Hospital, and I'll have General Hospital people go, "Oh my goodness, he's on ESPN. And I'm like, well, he kind of was Stephen A. Smith before he was Brick on General Hospital. But the General Hospital people see him as Brick. They don't see him as Stephen A. Smith. It's pretty wild.
Brick? That was his name, Brick?
Brick, yep.
Oh, man. And then the names are, I thought that was entertaining. I said that was the one entertaining name. A thing about soap opera shows is the names. Brick, Brog, this like crazy name. This like
Sonny Corinthos.
This like names you would not name your kids.
No,
that's be it.
Raff, if you had a General Hospital trivia night, I mean, would there be anybody that could match you?
No, probably not.
No, probably
not if it's us. Not if it's us.
And it surprised me too, like all the General Hospital people that I've met, because I tell this story. We've had Preston in the studio a couple times.
Yeah, we did.
We have.
And so about 20 years ago, I'm watching General Hospital one night and I see this guy and I'm like, that looks like Preston. And I messaged my buddy, and my buddy's like, oh, yeah, he's out in California now. He's wanting to become an actor. And he was actually one of the henchmen that took a shot at Sonny back about 20 years ago. So I was a little upset.
I would certainly know exactly the moment you're talking about.
Now, see, what I did watch as a kid was the nighttime drama series, like Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Or Destiny, or Dynasty. Yeah. So I ended up watching those because it just So I ended up watching those three right there: Knots Landing, Dynasty, and Dallas. Which they had a little bit something more. I don't know if it was because it was at night and I was in a more agreeable mood. I don't know what it was, but
I've been to South
those three I caught. I would catch at least once a week on those every other week.
Well, you guys, you notice the theme with all the soaps? They're all rich. Ain't no broke soap operas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
It could be. It could be.
Dallas.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It could be.
Knots Landing.
There's none that are taking place in the North Bottom.
No, they ain't got no Section 8.
Section 8. Hey, there's drama in Section 8 living for sure.
No, AG, I'm gonna say this. I'll say mine real quick, and AG, once you go with yours. My binge watch is they're old ones. They're old. I'll watch Good Times over and over again. So because it's
that's a good one.
So I'll watch Good Times a lot.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is great.
Fresh Prince, I'll do Fresh Prince every now and then.
Yeah. So those are about the two that I'm just like doing something with some music.
Yeah.
You know, just some.
I'll do Safford and Son. I'll do Cosby Show.
Yep.
And I just had it on my. Dang it! I had another one. Jefferson's too. Yep. I'll throw that in there every now and then. Okay, that's what I grew up on. Dang, I have. Right now, just for my podcast, my gaming lounge podcast, the video game one that I do. I'm rewatching all the Pokemon from the early 2000s, late 90s. It's the first series called the Indigo series it was the first season of Pokemon, and it goes hard.
I have never seen those.
Me neither.
Yeah, I was my second year in Seattle, 99, and I would just kind of like Nick. It would come on, like I would be home, like in the off season. I stayed up there in Seattle too. So just like Nick said, I would put it on like in the background while I was cleaning up the kitchen. I'll go in the morning, have my morning workout at the facility, at the Seahawks facility, get home about 1 o'clock, and then it comes on right after school. So school's over around 2-3 o'clock. So about 3:30, Pokemon will come on. I'll just pop it on, clean up my kitchen, get some items ready for dinner, or if I got to go to the grocery store, whatever. So I knew the series, the intro music, like, so I boomed. But now watching the series, I was like, man, I missed a lot. I could have been, if I was really paying attention to it, I've been finding out like, all the stuff about Pokemon, all the names. But I knew that because my son now, he's a big follower then and then now. And so he's back recollecting them all. So I'm kind of going down that lane as well. So it's fun. It's a good series. If you want to watch a nice, fun, entertaining child cartoon, there you go, Pokemon.
The law says Fresh Prince and Saved by the Bell are goats. Here's the thing.
Saved by the Bell was fire.
Guys, I have a Saved by the Bell story. I mean, not even a story. It was a tradition. Every morning, that would be on TBS. Every morning when I was growing up in elementary school, Saved by the Bell was played on TBS from like 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. So every morning when I'd get ready for school, I would watch Zach Kelly, AC Slater. We brought up somebody's name the other day, Slater, and all I could
AC.
think about was
AC
AC Slater from Saved by the Bell. And I just
Yeah.
Lisa Turtle.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, Lisa Turtle,
Lark Voorhees.
Yeah, Lisa Turtle.
Yes.
So
She
Yeah.
was fine, man. She was
Yeah.
fine. I'm telling you. Oh,
Uh-huh.
my
Hey, Leah Remini. She was on Saved by the Bell. From
that's
King of
right.
Queens.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, from
Oh, so
King
yeah,
of
you got
Queens.
the Raff got the names down. The only name I knew was Lark Voorhees. That was it. That was the only name I remember is Lark.
Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm gonna throw you guys another one real quick.
Old Dad 34 says Fantasy Island. That just sounds.
Oh, fire!
Oh yeah,
The
no, no, no.
plane, the
Oh, okay.
plane.
Oh,
Wait, I got it messed up. I got it messed up with
Nick,
Temptation
get your
Island.
head out of the
Sorry.
gutter, Nick.
No, I got it messed up with
That's a good one
Temptation
too,
Island.
Nick.
You watched
Island.
Temptation Island, Raph?
Believe that.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's the
Raph,
reality
Raph,
series
Raph,
of today. No, I don't watch any of that. I stopped watching reality dating shows. Flavor of Love. I was done. I was like, this is over.
Yeah,
I can't do this ever again. No, not doing it.
I apologize, Old Dad 34. I do not know anything about Fantasy Island, but I know I got it messed up. My initial
They playing.
a tattoo.
Yeah, tattoo.
Yeah, tattoo.
Okay.
Tattoo.
Anyway, but no, what I was gonna say is I got that initially messed up with Temptation Island, and I was about to go in. I was
No.
Two all-time great.
man.
Fantasy Island is a scripted show.
Yeah.
Temptation Island is a scripted reality show.
But they knew what was going to happen.
They don't do much talking now.
But hold up. Did y'all see the horror movie of Fantasy Island that they made about 5-6 years ago?
No, AD doesn't do the horror movies. Remember?
Well, they made Fantasy Island into like this time jumping fantasy. It's still the Fantasy Island, but it's like something to do with time traveling and I think zombies and all that. It's interesting, but it's called they took the tattoo was in it. All the character names that was in the TV series are in this horror. So look it up. It's on all the apps. I think it's on Netflix, if not on Prime or Hulu or Peacock. It was a movie
Tattoo.
I think Tattoo, he like gangster, man. He's full grown. He's not a little guy. He's a tall person. He's average. He's normal size.
Tattoo.
It's what's the name? Pena. The actor, last name Pena. He was in the movie Crash. If you've seen Crash,
I've seen Crash. Oh
you've
yeah.
seen the nominee. So they won a Oscar for best ensemble cast. And he's the dad whose daughter he's hugging his daughter. He's screaming because he thought she got shot at the end.
It's been years since I've seen it.
It's been a while, but anyway, he's tattooed, or he's not tattooed. Somebody else's, but they're full grown. It's a full size tattoo. It's not a regular little guy.
Big tattoo.
Yeah, it's a big grown, and he's gangster. They all rough.
We got a lot of
awesome.
We got a lot of bench, and a few from the Heat Checks here. Dave from Renew, what's up, brother? He goes Heat Check. It's because of Swim's mouth. The OJ.
What is that? What does
What?
that even mean?
Maybe
David?
because you're talking full of hot air. I think is what he said.
Oh,
The OJ.
David needs to be nice to me. I asked him to hang out tonight.
Oh, we'll see. The OJ CJ's westbound on I-80 headed to Rorich Tube. Safe travels to you, brother. Trey, what's up, big dog? Just got back from Tampa. It was 85 degrees when I left there. Why do I live here? I feel you, dog. Oscar Rick, Vero Beach, what's up, brother? 81 degrees. Man, since I'm up here north. Unknown text for 3650s in Henderson. What's up? -7 for you. Goodness gracious. From Urbana, it was -24. Unknown text for 6579. It's up to a warm -8 now.
There you go.
Yeah. IQ Crew, what's up, homie? He goes, Heat check, sunny, and -6, but the Chiefs lost, so it's a beautiful day.
There we go.
Folks, thanks for calling in for the Heat Check. We've got a full show for you today. We got a doubleheader tonight in basketball, men's and women's. About to take on. We'll discuss when we come back. We got some history, and it's the way too early top 25 in college football that we'll talk about the 10 o'clock hour.
Wow.
Way too early.
Definitely way too early. We don't even know.
And I have 3 words for everybody listening right now. Bleep Scott Boras. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
We're going to talk about
Bleep Scott Boras.
I thought you were going to say Dylan Raiola Heisman, but
No. Screw Scott Boras. Screw the Boston Red Sox.
Dang.
I hate baseball. I hate free
What?
agency.
What?
Okay.
What? Dang. We're
We're going to talk when we come back. Here's one thing I want to ask you guys. Nick, you're a lot younger than we are.
Yeah.
What's the video going around with Raiola and Little Grunk?
Dude, first of all, Baby Gronk.
Little Grunk. Who's Baby Grunk?
They got this thing called Baby Gronk. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
dude. I wouldn't pay much attention. He's a social media.
Oh,
he's the one that he's the one that like puts out all these graphics like once a day that goes, I'm committed to Ole Miss. I'm committed to Louisiana Tech. Like, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
so
is he on? Where is he at? He's on mostly on Facebook or Instagram.
Oh, he's mostly on like Instagram and Twitter. But he supposedly came to Lincoln, and he and Dylan Raiola linked. I don't know, man. I just it was
shows you, man. You can be famous for anything once you get on social media if you go viral. Baby,
he like put out this graphic like months ago saying he was retiring from football. Like, dude, you're 12. So
is he? Is he?
I better be careful. I better be careful. He might be listening. He might.
And you better be able to bring that fire too. Back it up, Nick. You better back it up if he's watching.
I got my money on Nick against Baby Gronk.
I don't know.
Well, how is he Baby Grunt? Well, if he's 12, he's definitely a Baby Grunt. Okay, I get it.
No, like whatever.
We'll talk about it. I'll say it to you guys.
Say whatever.
Screw Scott
Hey,
Boris.
Neil,
Don't forget it.
safe travels to you, brother. You're flying out to Vegas at 1. Oh, you're going to enjoy it, brother. Getting ready from this cold weather. Bryce, you mentioned, he goes, are you all said that DR was hanging out with Baby Gronk yesterday? I have no idea, but I just pulled it up on the Twitter this morning.
Yeah.
It popped up, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm way out of the league on that.
Yeah.
Folks, when we come back, we'll discuss some more sports. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
Let's say he's a kid.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket. And top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith. Innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411. Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and is currently searching for journeyman plumbers to join their team. Experience is preferred, but not required for all applicants. When you join the team at Davis Plumbing, you'll receive full benefits package with paid time off. Join a small local business doing big things in Lincoln and surrounding areas. Apply today by calling 402-525-6922 or find them on social media. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. Despite the cold start, we'll see a high near 24. Tonight, increasing clouds, a continued breeze, low near 10. And tomorrow, a chance of wintry mix, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy with the high near 38. Meteorologist Kyle Buck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this beautiful but cold Thursday morning. Louis went outside this morning, y'all. AG, Raff, and Nick. First of all, we got to the door. I said, Louis, he's laying up on the couch. I said, Louis, let's go outside. He put his head up and went like that. I said, Louis, now. He's walking down the hallway, and he just looked at me, and he looked at the door, looked at me like, bro, you really gonna make me go out here? Yeah. Chief, he went outside. He took a piss in about 2.5 seconds. And was back in the crowd. And he literally ran back in the house. He was like, hey, man, I'm out. So he did not mess around with you guys. And it is dangerous cold out there this morning. To our first responders and the folks that work outside, be careful, man, because it does not take long to get frostbite out in this type of weather. It's my brother, when he was in the military, my brother Mark, they were doing some training. He still has issues with his hands.
Is that right?
Because they got frostbite.
Yeah, frostbite.
Yeah, years ago, and it was one in particular. But he goes, man, sometimes it's so severe you don't get. I mean,
you don't get the nerve damage. The damage doesn't heal properly.
Exactly, the nerve damage part of it. So be careful out there, folks.
Wow.
If you got to be outside for long periods of time, so try to avoid that.
And we choose to live here.
Yeah.
Raff did something about it.
Raff's like, I'm out. HT was like, I'll visit.
AD's done something about it.
Yeah.
And here we are, AD.
Here we are.
Hey, but real quick, why do I pull up Baby Grunk and I see him doing a video with our Megan Walker, the sprinter for Nebraska?
Listen,
I guess that was yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I recognize her. That's Megan. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really know what he does or why he is popular.
Well, I'll say this: his mom and dad are definitely a part of this. They did this to probably most likely put him through college because he already has over 200 million views on some of his like in total of everything he's done, and he looked like he has about 20 or so or more videos. So over 231 million views. So he's doing pretty good. Yeah, it's a college thing.
It's a college thing.
I have to say that.
On my way into town, this has nothing to do with sports whatsoever. But if you are, around this area, there was a sinkhole here in Lincoln.
No way.
Yes, there's a sinkhole here in Lincoln, and it was right off Worthington and Worthington. I gotta go find it right now. But I was pulled it up, and it just popped up again. But there was a truck that was, I guess, like halfway in it, like just the wheels or something like that.
That's wild.
But I'm looking at the picture right now. If you go to 1011, sinkhole opens up in South Lincoln.
Wow.
And you can see this truck that has the wheels back into it. It's nuts, man. So it's at Worthington Avenue and Lake Street. That's where it happened. Just before 8 a.m. this morning, a viewer sent in a video of a sinkhole in Lincoln. So, Nick, when you mentioned why we live here, I'm thinking, man, we got -4. We got sinkholes going Main Street. Hopefully no one was hurting that, first of all.
I walked out, so I forgot my water bottle in my vehicle. When I pulled up to work at like 8 a.m. this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out after the first segment to go get my water bottle, and it was frozen. It was frozen and expanded.
Yeah.
And Chase B, because he mentioned the same thing in different words.
Like in an hour and 15 minutes, it froze. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Things I don't like how things expand. Like I don't like how when
that's science, Nick. You can't control that.
But it's cold. I get it.
You can't control science, homie.
I still hate it.
Well,
I still
tell
hate
you
it.
what.
Not as much as I hate Scott Boras, though.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. What is the GM? Which one? He's
the most popular sports. People like UAG love Scott Boras because normally he represents you.
You know what? Just
okay.
I think I heard the name before, so I don't know if I'm a big fan.
That's not a dig at all. That's not a dig at you at all. So
no, I'm not. Yeah, I didn't take it as that. No, you're good.
Here's the issue. Okay, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys allowing me the platform to speak on this.
Get it off your chest, man. That's why we're here.
So here's the issue. There was a free agent in Major League Baseball named Alex Bregman. People will remember him from the Houston Astros, played pretty well. He's a pretty good infielder. The Cubs were the leading candidate for Alex Bregman. And it was going fine. The Cubs were firmly in the race. A lot of the insiders believed that the Cubs were leading for Alex Bregman.
They lost.
But if you know anything about Scott Boras, he represents the best athletes in the entire world of baseball.
Oh, he's an agent. Okay, I saw that. The name sound familiar.
Represents the best agents in all of baseball, or excuse me, best players in all of baseball.
Got it.
The way that Scott Boras does his business is slimy for fans and for organizations. It's great for athletes.
Let me ask you this, though, Nick. If he was representing your guy and got the deal, would he be slimy still?
Yes, because he doesn't
he'd still be slimy.
So here's the thing.
Rico doesn't agree.
I'm sitting here
still
saying
be slimy. He's still be slimy.
The only person that I'm happy with Scott Boras is if he represents me. That's the only way. Because even the Red Sox, who got Alex Bregman decided to sign with the Boston Red Sox last night late. He hasn't played in almost a year. I mean, the guy is whatever. However, the Cubs were creative. They offered 4 years, $120 million. They offered opt-outs, 4 years, $130 million. They offered opt-outs, offered him opportunities to get out of Chicago if the record's bad, all that, this, and the other. However, in typical Scott Boras fashion, he finds the most desperate team to make the most insane offer ever. They are paying Alex Bregman $40 million. And it's great for Bregman. It's great. But even for the Boston Red Sox, here's this, guys. Here's why it doesn't make any sense. The Boston Red Sox have a pretty good infield of Rafael Devers and Trevor Story on the left side. They're going to shift Alex Bregman over to second base. And you might go, well, Nick, that's not a big deal. Why is that a big deal? Because they have the 7th best prospect in all of baseball who was ready to get called up this year. And guess what position he plays? Second base. They are wasting $40 million a year on Alex Bregman because Scott Boras found the most desperate team, a team that wants to just chase and continue to chase the New York Yankees. They'll never catch up to them again. And consistently, that is because the Yankees spend and spend and spend. The Red Sox do not. And so ultimately, here they are. Scott Boras does what he usually does. He delays. He tells his guys, don't sign with this team. Even it's more than just the Cubs. Don't sign with this team. Don't sign with this mid-market team. Don't sign with this small market team. Because if we wait and we put enough pressure on these big league organizations, guess what happens? They fold. They're soft. They're desperate. And they overpay for guys that don't deserve $30 million or $40 million a year. It's insanity. I'm not mad at the Cubs. I'm not even mad at the Red Sox. I'm mad at Scott Boras.
Thank you, gentlemen. Money G in Kansas says, ask Pete Alonso what he thinks of Scott.
Oh, amen. He screwed Pete Alonso.
A lot of money. Crowbait says the Nick Rant segment. I love it. Sam Donlin says, shout out to Pius alum Michael Hellman for making the Cardinals roster.
He got traded.
Absolutely.
Good thing for them.
Dave from Renew says, I wish Swin was more passionate about baseball.
No.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
So here's, so the Pete Alonso story. What is Rico writing? Soft. Here's the Pete Alonso story. And AG, you would have a really good perspective on this because get this. So 2 years ago, the New York Mets tried to sign Pete Alonso to an extension for over $150 million.
Yeah.
For over $150 million. Scott Boras was like, nah, Pete, we'll be able to test your market in 2 years. You're going to be good. There's going to be a bigger market for you. You're looking at a couple $100 million deal in a couple of years. Just wait. Do what I do best and wait. Be patient. So Pete Alonso, a couple of years later, this season, he tests his market he tests his free agent market.
Right. I can see where it's going.
He signed for 2 years, $58 million. He lost out on over $100 million because he took a risk of what Scott Boras told him to do and said, just wait. We'll test your free agent market. And he lost out on $100 million.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah. And then you lose with not trusting the agents that they are. And he looks like that slime ball.
Yeah. Oh,
in football, unfortunately, it's a guy by the name of Drew Rosenhaus.
Oh yeah,
he's that dude for equivalent to Scott Boras. So he tried to bribe me with comic books. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm a grown, you know what, man. You gonna try to bribe me with comic books?
Were you tempted a little bit, AG? Were they?
No. You know what I did? I took the comic books and walked out the room and said, deuces.
Dude, I mean, here's the thing, and from a business standpoint, Scott Boras is some of the best. I mean, he gets to represent the best, and individually as an athlete, like you can't be mad at Scott Boras because if he was representing me, guess what? I know I'm going to get the biggest payday 9 times out of 10. Right. So I you can't be mad about that. I mean, guys, like I talked about, he finds the most desperate team, and you look at 2 of his guys that signed this offseason. One is Corbin Burns, who took a deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks, who overspent for him. The other one, he went to the most desperate team in all of baseball to try to catch Big Brother out in New York, the New York Mets. He found a team that is willing to spend $1.2 billion this offseason in free agents in the New York Mets and said, hey, here's Juan Soto. Would you like him? You're going to have to pay over $700. I mean, it's just insanity. But hey, he gets a little couple percentage points off of that, and he does just fine.
Yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's a Major League Baseball job, PA, and other representatives to crack down on aging techniques because obviously it's all about, from the athlete's point of view, it's about trust and respect and honesty. And so you don't have that. You have what he's doing. I personally, I wouldn't definitely. I mean, I never worked with Rosenhaus for the fact that he had a reputation that was mostly negative, even though he got most of his guys paid. But it's just, you knew that, okay, walking in. And then some, other agents you may not heard about been through that. That's kind of what I've been through too. So yeah, you just gotta that's why you gotta ask a ton of questions, 1,000 questions before you sign on the dotted line.
Dirty Tony and the boys says Nick calling the Cubs a mid-market team is a joke. Come on, Nick, you're better than that. Oh no, I wasn't calling the Cubs a mid-market team. I was calling, just in other negotiations, it doesn't give, because of the way that Scott Boras does business at times, it doesn't give the mid-market teams a chance to sign those big free agents because they don't have the ability to just open up the pocketbooks and stretch them far and wide to just give them whatever they want. And so it it's like I said, I can't stress this enough. It's great for the individual athlete, but for the parity in Major League Baseball, it allows teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees to stay above the rest. And maybe it's part of it is the owner's issue because they're not spending. Sure. But other than that, also, when you have a guy like Scott Boras who represents every single star, more than likely Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Corbin Burns, like all these guys are represented by the same agent. And so also, AG, you know how this is. If that agent doesn't get along with that organization, then he won't sign them there. He won't entertain them. And so
it depends. And it depends on the player too, because you could push it as a player to say, hey, no, you want to talk to him, because I want to stay here. So you do have a voice. But yeah, some guys may not know that. And by veteran years, the past 2, 3, 6 years, you should know you have a voice when it comes into negotiating. So right away.
Exactly. But Scott Boras doesn't get along with some of the organizations, some of the mid-market organizations, because and so that hurts them also in negotiations as well. So it's just 100%. It's a whole drama filled. We talked about soap operas in the first segment. That's
for sure. You're right about that, Nick. You're right about that.
So anyway,
well, we need to hear that. I want Nick to exercise those demons. Absolutely.
I almost wore a shirt that said "Bleep Scott Boras" today, but I don't worry about it.
Bleep.
It says on fan slide, it's fun. Look at this. It says Astro fans want Scott Boras' head after Alex Bergman sells for short.
Hey. Well, I mean, that was the thing is because, so the whole situation of this is that Alex Bregman reportedly wanted a short-term deal with opt-outs. And so you have to essentially get creative, right? Because teams don't want to they're not willing or super excited as an organization giving a guy an opt-out after every single year.
Yeah.
They just don't want to do that. And
so want security too.
Yeah, there has to find common ground and security for both sides. And I mean the Tigers offered, the Tigers offered $170 million for Alex Bregman, but it was a 6-year deal, and he didn't want a 6-year deal. Or Scott Boras told him essentially, hey, you can go out there, rejuvenize your career, and you're going to be in line for a bigger payday in 3 more years, or whatever it might be. And so ultimately, he says, I don't want a 6-year deal. So that took the Tigers out. The Cubs offered a 4-year, $130 million deal with opt-outs after the 2nd and 3rd year. Well, that's telling you, hey, you got to stay there for at least 2 seasons. And he didn't want that. And so now you offer the Red Sox deal where it's a 4-year, $160 million deal, and he gets opt-outs after every single year. It's just crazy.
You look at Boras, what he charges up to 5%. Looking up here. He got $38 million off of Soto's deal alone.
Yeah.
So he's going to get about at least $5.5, $6 million on this deal. He's had a pretty good summer.
Yeah.
Pretty good offseason.
You look at some of them. I mean, we could find out. I mean,
in great offseason.
In 2024, he offered, this is multiple guys that signed over $100 million. He had just in this offseason alone, guys, he signed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different guys that signed for over $100 million just this offseason.
Yeah.
Nice. You're doing nice.
Yeah,
My
doing
goodness.
very well.
I'm going to wear a Scott Boras shirt tomorrow from Nick.
Thank you. I appreciate all the support.
When we come back, we got a little history. Then we'll dive into some basketball because there's a doubleheader tonight. 1 in Maryland, 1 at home. We'll discuss those. But first, we got history. We come back on this balmy, freezing morning. It's balmy in the studio, but it's freezing like a mug outside. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hey Stars fans, I'm defenseman Griffin Brown. Mark your calendar now to join us Friday, February 14th when we host the Sioux Falls Stampede at 7:05 at the Icebox. It's the perfect date night for you and your significant other to celebrate your love for Stars hockey. Purchase your tickets for our Valentine's Day game now by heading to LincolnStars.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you don't have Valentine's Day plans this year, strike up some romance at Madson's Bowling and Billiards. Head to Madson's on Friday, February 14th for the first ever Love on the Lanes, a live stage front dating show like Lincoln's never seen. The show is free, live on the bowling lanes with audience participation, hilarious Q&As, and unexpected twists. The show is free, but reserve VIP seating by emailing sarah@madsonslincoln.com. Come for the love, stay for the laughs, and leave with memories or a match on Valentine's Day at Madson's.
Inventory in Lincoln is extremely low. Current lead times for construction are running anywhere from 7 to 9 months. Having some homes that are available now is really great for our community.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
Finding affordable home in East Lincoln is getting very difficult to do, especially in a new construction. We have homes available just on the west side of Hillcrest Country Club. Prices start just over $400,000. Big ranches, 3-stall garages. Our designer has selected incredible finishes that will amaze you. To get a new construction home on that side of town for just over $400,000 is a fantastic buy.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Cupid, the messenger of love. Psst, that guy is totally undependable.
This Valentine's Day, choose Petal Creations as your personal messenger of love. From designs that say, hey, I kind of like you, to you rock my world. We know how to create the perfect floral design sure to tell your Valentine how you really feel. We have so many design choices it will make your head spin. More importantly, they will make her head spin. PetalCreations.com or 423-6500. Stop in and see us at 56th and Highway 2 in the Edgewood Shopping Center.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Big Swim, let her know what you're talking about. Got AG, got my man Raff. It's cold, and you know that we know that. It is Thursday morning here in the capital city, folks. We got this thing going on. This segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. To protect your home, family, and your vehicle, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Gentlemen, it is a balmy, I keep saying balmy Thursday, which is not a balmy Thursday. It's freezing out there. But as far as goes history, kind of taking you back a little bit here. Oh my goodness, if I can get this thing out of my throat. There we go. In 2000, there are high hopes for the season after a strong finish in 1999. Quick question for you guys. Who was the quarterback that was going to start in the 2000 year season? You got to remember that. 2000.
Oh, got it.
Eric Crouch.
I'm going to go Bobby Newcomb.
Bobby Newcomb or Eric Crouch? Well, no, it wasn't Bobby. I know it was Eric.
Because remember, there was the I had no idea. I'm asking you guys. I think that's when they both were going.
They were competing.
They were competing at the same time.
But we know who got picked.
Yep.
I was gonna say, it seems like Raff is thinking deeply about something.
Eric Crouch.
Well, I was trying to go back to when the whole meeting in the park happened and all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah. It's here from the article here. It says Solich said he was disappointed about not singing the Holiday Bowl. You can never have too many QBs, but Solich, like Osborne, is not a person who worries about that what ifs. Solich knew he had Coach Crouch, a one-time starter, and Bobby Newcomb still on his roster. Those two are known well around the nation. Solich said certainly people told the Holiday he could go to Notre Dame and start right away. So all of those things that were going on back then, as far as finding a quarterback, and it's just crazy how that's been 25 years ago, man. It does not seem like it's been 25 years ago. It seems like maybe 15, but not 25. But that was
that was 99. That was 99, right?
What's that?
You said that was 99, right?
It was going into the 2000 season because we finished the 90.
Yeah, that wasn't 30 years ago. It was like 25 years ago.
I'm saying it seemed like it was like 10 years ago.
Gotcha.
It's crazy to think it's been that long ago.
Yeah,
it's been crazy.
Man.
It does. What you got, Rafferty?
I'm going to go back to 1920. On this day, Baseball Hall of Famer Rube Foster and 7 other team owners create the first Negro National League at a meeting at a Kansas City YMCA. And that is one place that I have to go to. It's on my bucket list, and I need to come to fruition. I want to go to the Negro League Baseball Hall of Fame or the museum down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I've only been in the first part of it because I was speaking at an event they took us through. And then because I had to go back and speak, but Raph, even just the entryway, that's the only part I've seen is awesome, man. It's awesome.
I hope you can find some time in your schedule to allow.
Allow. All right, Nick. Wow. That's fine.
I was being honest. I was being honest. I hope you can find time in your schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, you
It's
want
just
to
one
make
of
sure
those
you
things
got.
where maybe you just got to pencil it in.
The look on Raph's face right now, it's like, man, I'm seriously about to punch you right in the face when I get back.
I'm a good-hearted man. I believe that you.
Look at AG. AG's like, no.
I believe that you should be.
I'm just listening to AD gas it up. That's all. I'm like, AD up to no good. He's gassing everything up. Raph, trust me, I know the feeling. You got AD in the background co-signing.
I know. Oh, trust me, I know. Yeah, he just throws that
lighter fluid on there.
Lighter fluid onto the
yeah,
fire.
AD's good for that. He's good.
This is all on AD. Yep. That's good. Good. Yeah, let's do this. It's all AD. It's all on AD. Anyway, what you got today, AG? Anything exciting?
Yeah, I got a fun game that got me going. I didn't know they made a part 2 of this game when I started gaming. You remember I mentioned Oregon Trail? So Oregon Trail part 2 came out February 13th, 1995. So
really,
description here, yeah, it's crazy. The description here says travel back in time with America's best-selling software adventure game still plays well today. It says relive a monumentous period in the U.S. history, the Great Westward Movement over the Oregon Trail, including the Californian Gold Rush and the Mormon migration to Great Salt Lake region of Utah. Experience the rich geography of the Old West as you face the challenges of the Great Plains, which is no mountains. That means it's cold. The Rockies and the Sahara Nevada mountains as well. Wrestle with decisions and to learn from your mistakes. Bring more food or spare parts to repair wagons, or bring a doctor or a blacksmith. Trade the Native Americans or avoid them. So those questions you got to ask yourself in this game. Meet over 200 unique characters and visit dozens of true to the period landmarks during your journey on Oregon Trail Part 2. So there you go. That was the description of the game.
AG, do you think you'd be able to be a video game developer, like the creative side? Because when you said Oregon Trail 2, I'm trying to think to myself, like, how do they make, where do they come up with these ideas to build, not even build off, but to make it different enough from like the previous game to allow it to not just be an update, but a second whole version of the video game? I don't think I'd have the creative ability to be a video game developer in that aspect.
I say yes, I could do it. I'll say it weighs heavy on you what you have more experience in, right?
Yeah.
So I do. I mean, not only do I have experience in playing video games, but I am a geography major, and I like to hold maps. I know how to read maps. I understand all that. I'm actually taking my teacher certification here for be able to coach and teach here in Texas right now. I'm going through that process. I mean, I'll be taking a test soon. Nice. But so that part right there for Oregon Trail, it hits right up my alley. So develop that. So you just push that to any sport game, right? I could help develop from Madden to 2K to Rocket League to even games I've played a lot of years in is Halo and things like Call of Duty. So it's just giving your opinion and obviously watching what the coders type up, and then when you get to play the game, you just saying, okay, this wouldn't look like this, or this part wouldn't do that. So it's just being, very detailed in your description and what you know of when you see something that should be one way and should be different, or if they nailed it, you let them know, hey, that's it. That's how it's supposed to look. So,
yeah, it's just crazy.
Well,
it's fun.
I tell you what, the way the video games are going right now, man, it's a thing of beauty. Just the graphics and the it's like watching a movie, better than a movie.
Sometimes you can't tell the difference.
No, you can't.
I actually just pre-ordered Major League the new show, the
MLB, the 25.
The 25. Yep. Yesterday. You want to play AD?
No.
You give Scott Boras the business in the game.
Oh, the first thing I'm doing is trading for Alex Bregman.
There you go. You can correct the mistakes of real life.
There you go. Yep.
Folks, we come back.
It's going to be one of those where I beat the Boston Red Sox. I'll turn it to the easiest mode and I'll beat them like 150-2. And it's like what they do in the college football video games. Like after Nebraska loses to Indiana, it's just like, I got to get revenge. So you hop on college football and you beat them by like 100. That's all you do.
So, people, I got my buddies that do that. That's hilarious.
That's the people with anger management problems. I don't have those though.
Folks, we'll be right back. Discuss some Husker basketball, men's and women's, so they both take on the Terrapins tonight. One's at the Vault, one's out the East Coast. We'll be back in a second. Drive.
Go hog wild.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Inventory in Lincoln is extremely low. Current lead times for construction are running anywhere from 7 to 9 months. Having some homes that are available now is really great for our community.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
Finding affordable home in East Lincoln is getting very difficult to do, especially in a new construction. We have homes available just on the west side of Hillcrest Country Club. Prices start just over $400,000. Big ranches, 3-stall garages. Our designer has selected incredible finishes that will amaze you. To get a new construction home on that side of town for just over $400,000 is a fantastic buy.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. Despite the cold start, we'll see a high near 24. Tonight, increasing clouds, a continued breeze, low near 10. And tomorrow, a chance of wintry mix, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy with the high near 38. Meteorologist Kyle Clutch for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
It happens. All of a sudden, you need a plumber. Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Problem solved with Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fear's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fear's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fear's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes, feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this beautiful Thursday morning. There are going to be some big games. You guys, Nick, Raff, and AG, I am very concerned about the women going to Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland is a team to where they scare me like crazy. They got a junior guard. Her name is Kylene Smike. I think it's Smikely.
Okay.
I think it's Smikely, Smikle. Regardless of how you spell her name, Smikey knows how to shoot because she's averaging 28 points a game when they went out to the West Coast and they took care of Washington and took care of Oregon on their West Coast swing. Anybody's dropping 28 a game is something you got to obviously be concerned about. Raff and AG, Nick, we're on a 3-game losing streak right now. And 2 of those 3 we lost were not even close. You know, at Indiana, actually, I don't think any of them are really close when it comes to think about it.
No, it's unfortunate.
Indiana beat the tail. Michigan beat the tail. And Iowa, 81-66 for the most part. So in Nebraska, they got to get out of their own way. And one of the key things, you guys, that I noticed in the last game that we lost against Iowa, man, we're just not hitting shots. I mean, we've just been in a cold spell, gentlemen. How do you get out of that tonight? How do you get out of that? Because you're going to in a very tough place to play.
Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. That's how you get out of that. It's basketball, right? I mean, you got to have that mental capacity to know you're not going to hit every shot, but don't stop shooting. You know, that's something I say when I play Call of Duty and Halo. Hey, I missed the last shot. I'm gonna keep on shooting for the next headshot.
That's right.
And it's that confidence. It's about, you know, even though I brought in video games, but no, it's just a confidence thing you got to say to yourself, and then the coaches too got to remind them. But then also, you know, coming out that Iowa game, you just saw where the ladies were just, you know, one step behind, you know, the Iowa Hawkeye ladies. Yes. And so between defense and that extra pass, and I saw that with Iowa, they were just making that one extra pass, a little bit extra effort. So we're right there. You just got to now not feel like you're behind all the way, like a whole step behind or 4 steps behind. You're right there. So keep pushing, because right now, you know, you win a few more games. You want to keep yourself in the hunt to be in the conference tournament, but then also for the bigger tournament itself. So you got to push through these games. And obviously, like I said, get that confidence behind you again that you had in the early part of the season of shooting the ball, and then you can regain that that momentum back to push into the tournaments.
You know, AG, I think you're, in my opinion, spot on with that extra pass, because Iowa actually killed us with that extra pass. And just a half a second to do, but the shots were wide open. So they did a great job of that. Raff, the Huskers, I was reading up the Huskers, the women, they've dedicated the remainder of their season to Allison Widener, of course, who's hurt, Natalie Potts. Those 2 names, Widener and Potts, been huge missing pieces. However, you got to play with what you got out there. Do you think that changes their mentality going into this? If you're going to say you're going to play for somebody, you better play for them.
Yeah, I think that maybe, they need some sort of spark. Like I was thinking, if you're struggling on the offensive side of the ball, clamp down on defense, easy layups. I mean, what's the easiest way to make baskets? Layups, steals, value the ball on our side of the ball, but, get some takeaways on, put the pressure on the other team. So, create some easy shots for yourselves.
Nick, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I just think, we talked about it the other day, guys. I think less specifically about Iowa. Sure, in the other games during the streak, it's been about shooting. I think Iowa, a lot of it was turnovers. Nebraska committed 17 turnovers against the Hawkeyes. It felt like every single time that Nebraska got the margin down to within 5, 6, 7 points, Iowa was able to hit a shot. So yeah, I think I completely agree and fall in line with you guys with the ability to, that Iowa was just a step ahead or a little sharper than Nebraska. I think sharper is a good adjective for this conversation. On top of that, though, I think there was two things that's really stood out against Iowa specifically that Nebraska's going to have to clean up, especially now tonight because they're going on the road. It's that turnover number, right? I think it's the turnover number. And then also, don't forget how many offensive rebounds they allowed to the Iowa Hawkeyes. It was an ungodly amount. And so you looked at just the volume of shots, and Nebraska shot. They shot over 40% from the field, if I remember correctly, against Iowa. It's not like they shot it poorly. Unfortunately, though, it was more so that Iowa put up 60 attempts to Nebraska's 40. You're talking about a team that you allow over 20 more shots, even just attempts from you. Just by pure numbers, more than likely you're going to lose that game just because there's more opportunities for the opponent. So how do you limit those shot opportunities? Number one, getting defensive rebounds, cleaning the glass, which is incredibly important on the road, and keeping the margin close. How do you avoid that from happening? Then, don't turn over the basketball, value possessions. And I think Nebraska will be okay if they do that. But if they don't, then yeah, you could see a finish like we've seen the last couple of games tonight against Maryland.
Real quick with the women again, it can be done with the women as far as that goes, because before Maryland took their West Coast trip, they had lost 4 of their past 5 games. Very similar situation that we're in with their lone win coming against Penn State back in late January 28th or 29th, that was. So they opened their season off with 14 straight wins, but then they went 5-5, and then they went in that little slump where they lost 4 of their last 5. So Nebraska, very similar situation. Maryland went on the West Coast to find their way again. Maybe Nebraska needs to go to the East Coast to find their way again. But we'll find out tonight. But that tips off at 5:30. That'll be on the Big Ten Network. So you can definitely watch that or listen to it, of course, on the Husker Network as well.
Yeah.
Here at the Vault.
Here we go.
Nick, are you going tonight?
Oh, yeah.
As a spectator or as a
spectator?
Work? There you
me
go.
Me and David Freeoff.
Nice.
David from Renew.
Oh, I can only imagine you two hanging out tonight.
That's why I said earlier that David's got to be nice to me.
Oh.
See, I'm his ticket in. I know he's listening.
I know something's coming across the text line in a second.
Anyway,
well, guys, for the men, we're on a hot streak right now as well, and so is Maryland as far as that goes. Man, Nebraska, Maryland's number 25 in the country right now. Tip off is at 7:30. BTN is going to cover that. Nebraska, we come in at 16-8, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be a slug match, personally, guys. Burke, though, I don't think he's playing though. Is he tonight? Burke is out, and you miss those. Because in the victory, he had 15 points, 6 rebounds, something like that. You're going to miss that. You guys, with Burke out, what does Nebraska do in that situation? Who's going to have to step up?
Next man up, basically. It's simple as that. You just got to come in and set the roster the way it's going to set. But that player that's coming in off the bench, they got to know what their role is. It should be that simple. But then, obviously they can't replace exactly what Burke is as a physical point in the paint, a person in the paint, but just got to come in and make sure you try to suit to the task, grabbing rebounds and defending the paint as usual.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for a big game out of the captain Morgan.
Oh, Morgan. Gotcha. Sorry. Didn't know if you meant
he's really going to have to
of the team.
He's going to have to step up, I think, with Burke being out.
Yeah, I think what you say.
I didn't know if you meant the actual captain of the team, Bryce Williams, or Juwan Gary, but no, you mean
they both can step up. All three of them can step up if they want. That'd be great.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting, guys. I think you'll see Nebraska go with a smaller lineup tonight. I think that you'll probably see, and I don't have any inside information yet, but I would imagine that it'll be like Bryce Williams, Juwan Gary, Sam Hoiberg, Raleigh Wooster, and maybe I think maybe you'll see Andrew Morgan play the 5. The unfortunate part is this is really not a game where you would like Berke out. Against Ohio State, if Berke would have been out against Ohio State, you might have been able to live with it, or you wouldn't have seen such a difference, because Ohio State, they were very guard heavy. They didn't have a lot of height on their team. But ultimately, when you look at Maryland, they are extremely long. I mean, guys, you have Julian Reese, and you have, Jacoby Gillespie. You might remember back when Nebraska played Maryland on the road, it was a 69-66 Maryland victory. A couple of things that Nebraska can't afford to have happen tonight. It's eerily similar to what we talked about with the women, is the turnovers. Nebraska on the road in College Park in the first 6 minutes of game time had 6 turnovers against the Maryland Terrapins out on the road. That cannot happen tonight. And Nebraska,
can't do that.
They were able to somewhat come back in that game, because people might remember Aaron Eulis had the career high 10 assists that day. But ultimately, another reason that Nebraska lost that game was because they didn't shoot the ball well from the free throw line. They shot 38% from 3. They shot close to 40% from the field. Those numbers are fine, but they shot less than 50% from the free throw line against the Maryland Terrapins, and they lost by 3. That's not a recipe for success, especially in a one-possession ball game. So they also allowed Maryland, a couple of guys, Jacoby Gillespie, I mentioned him a moment ago. He shot 8 of 11 or 5. No, excuse me, it was 5 of 9 from 3-point land. Close out on those guys.
He's 40%. He's shooting 40%, man.
Figure out a way to rebound. Nebraska, if you're in the building or watching on TV tonight, you're going to feel like Maryland's probably out rebounding Nebraska by 1 billion. However, if Nebraska can, number one, keep the defensive effort up, and the number 2, do what they do best. And what I mean by that is can we see Juwan Gary consistently attack the rim? Maybe get some Maryland guys in foul trouble. Can we see Bryce Williams be a playmaker, whether that's driving to the hoop or hitting his mid-range shot that he is, just pure butter time and time again? Do we see Connor Esigian able to hit a high percentage of shots off the bench? If those things happen, then Nebraska's going to be okay tonight. If they don't, if 1 or 2 of those guys are off their game and Nebraska's not able to hit shots consistently from the free throw line when they get there, then there's going to be some issues.
I think, Nick, I agree 100%. I'll come back to the rebound thing in a second, but I think Morgan is going to have a big game tonight. I really do. He's going to have to step in, and our bench as well is going to have to be able to support, because you got Derek Queen, you got Julian Reese. Queen is just a freshman as far as that goes, and he's averaging 15 points a game. But we talked about rebounds; he's averaging almost 9 boards a game. Yeah. And then Reese, he's averaging almost 9 boards a game. So, like you mentioned, it's going to seem like you're getting out, but they out rebound their opponents like crazy. So Nebraska is, because they are maybe going a shorter lineup, Nick, they're going to have to box out.
Yeah, it's going to be more
going to have to box out.
How can you limit Maryland's chances on the offensive glass, guys? Like AG Raff, that's the biggest thing. Don't allow you can play good defense for 30 seconds of a possession, but you start asking your guys on defense to play a minute straight.
It's long, bro.
Those are gonna wear you out by the second half, and you're not gonna have a great recipe for success. I think you gotta limit the Maryland opportunities on the offensive glass, guys.
Raff and AG, here's what I'm also saying, Nick. I'm telling Bryce, control the game immediately. We in this game right here, gentlemen, we cannot afford Bryce to be 3 or 4, 5 minutes without seeing the ball in some shape or form. Because a team like Maryland, if we do that against Maryland, before you know it, you're down 15 points. So I want to see him be more assertive is the word I'm actually looking for, gentlemen. Be more assertive. That was something I was talking to Henry T about. He goes, man, he's got to go out there and just demand it, Raff, AG. You can't wait for it. You got to go to demand it.
Yeah, it's that time where the players on the team that you count on, they got to start getting in their rhythms, making sure they understand when that moment is, and pretty much it's going to be, because it's going to be that moment once we get to the Big Ten tournament, once we get opportunity to get into the NCAA tournament, you got to start the game, in your range, in your zone, as they would say for basketball players, getting in the zone right away, offensively, defensively, be focused. And sometimes for some players, it's not an easy task to do that, but for others, you got to do that. And I say for your coach to ask you to start working on that, that's not nothing beyond the limit of what you need to do into your standard, between Bryce and Gary and other players, Sam as well. Just say, hey, what you need to do at this point of the year. We need that for, the whole 20 minutes of each half of, and asking them that should not be a big task.
We need Swimming David to get that crowd into it early.
I don't think you're going to have to worry about the crowd. I think more so, guys, like, once again, is how do guys, buy into their roles tonight? Like you need a big reason why Nebraska was successful on the road in College Park a couple of weeks ago was because you had a guy like Aaron Eulis who stepped up as a facilitator. Can Raleigh Wooster do that for you tonight? Or can Aaron Eulis off the bench do that again for you tonight? It doesn't have to also be one guy that has 12 or 13 assists. It's, can Raleigh Wooster go out and have a stat line like a 7 or 8 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds? Like, can he have one of those gritty, just doing his job type of stat lines? Right. Or is he going to try to be the 3-point perimeter shooter that he's tried to be the last couple of games? Now, he's knocked down a couple, sure, but he's also put Nebraska in some really tough positions individually, and we can go up and down the roster and talk about specific guys. To AG's point, guys, you can't have a game where Bryce Williams doesn't take his first shot until the 4-minute mark like he had against Rutgers.
He's got to be assertive.
It's got to be – yeah, right. It's got to be – he takes – I mean, we've mentioned it time and time again. If there's one guy that should take 15-plus shots a night, it is Bryce Williams. Not a single other guy on Nebraska's roster.
Hey, Downtown Scott, good morning to you, man. You said do you expect to see a Gavin Griffith sighting tonight? Possibly. No? Yeah, he's been kind of ghost the past 4 games.
I think Nebraska's they found a rotation, especially with like the consistent emergence from Sam Hoiberg, even on the offensive end. Sam Hoiberg, we know what he does defensively, but even on the offensive end, Sam's done really, really well this year. I just find it tough right now for Gavin Griffiths to find playing time, especially when in those final 2 minutes when you're trying to pull guys out just from, not risking them to get foul trouble. Who's the guy that Fred turns to? It's Cale Jacobson. It's not Gavin. That tells you a lot about maybe how they feel about some other guys on that bench.
It will be interesting tonight, folks. That game tips off at 7:30. That's in the vault. That'll be on the Big Ten Network as well. So excited to watch that game tonight.
Another thing is we went through that whole conversation without referencing Braxton Mia. Like this is a game where you'd like to get 6-8 points from Braxton Mia potentially, and those will all come around the rim. We know that, but whether that's get to the line, where by the way he was 3 for 3 the other night against Ohio State from the free throw line, which is a rarity for Braxton Mia this season.
Shot well at Washington too from the free throw
so
line.
It's just ultimately, can you find guys to step up? And Berke does a lot on the glass, leads the team in rebounds. So that's where Nebraska, like we talked about, to make this full circle, is going to have to try to make some headway. If I had to guess on a starting lineup, I would imagine that it'll be Bryce, Raleigh, Jawan, Sam Hoiberg, and Andrew Morgan. I also wouldn't be surprised to see them at times tonight ask Jawan to play some 5, which, maybe that's not a recipe for success for Nebraska, but ultimately they're going to have to try to beat Maryland at times with some athleticism and speed, transition offense, go quick, get some transition buckets, and see what they can do.
Yeah, it's me. I would, even if he didn't have 6-8 points, I might have had 6-8 rebounds. As far as that goes, because if there's one thing I want to see tonight is they better have a butts on bodies, man. They've got to box these guys out, because if not, like you mentioned, those possessions get awfully long and you find yourself in some trouble. So Nebraska takes on Maryland tonight, number 25 Maryland tonight. They're at the Vault 7:30. You can tune in and watch that as well, or listen in on the BitRed Network. Folks, we'll be right back. Got some Husker football news to discuss as far as recruiting. Also, there's one on the diamond who's got some preseason love already. We'll discuss that when we come back. It's The Drive. We'll be right back.
Hey Stars fans, I'm defenseman Griffin Brown. Mark your calendar now to join us Friday, February 14th when we host the Sioux Falls Stampede at 7:05 at the Icebox. It's the perfect date night for you and your significant other to celebrate your love for Stars hockey. Purchase your tickets for our Valentine's Day game now by heading to LincolnStars.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Opportunity can knock at any moment. When it does, you can't afford to miss a call. That's why you need a business phone system that gives your team the flexibility to answer anytime, anywhere. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, we make it easy to equip your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. We enhance the efficiency technology provides while putting people first in all we do. That's why we meet your business right where you are by offering customized office technology solutions that meet your specific needs. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes, feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Attention all wing fans! Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 89-cent boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.29 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today at 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
What's up, everybody?
This your boy Juwan Gary from the Nebraska men's basketball team. As you know, Valentine's Day is coming up and that shot clock is ticking. If you want to win some serious points this year with your girl, Script Men's Spa is where it's at. They got everything your girl needs. Facial, laser treatment, gift card, stuff that make her feel like a queen. I've been to Script Men's Spa myself, and trust me, their treatments here way different. Even as a hooper, I know how to take care of myself for sure. Stop by Script Men's Spa in Lincoln and check them out online. Confidence is where it starts at. You'll thank me later.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Kingdom Sports Minute with Ron Brown, the radio voice of Kingdom Sports.
In Malcolm Gladwell's 2008 bestseller Outliers, he popularized the 10,000 hours rule, which declares that it takes about 10,000 hours of practice to become an expert at any competition, from violin to basketball to halo. It was based on several studies and argued for the practice makes perfect theory for any skill. I'm glad that godliness doesn't depend on our genes, but on the Holy Spirit and our pursuit of holiness. Paul makes this argument in 1 Timothy 4 to those who want to lead and teach within the church. Those who want to teach Scripture first and foremost must become faithful students of the Bible and then allow sound doctrine to saturate their lives, which results in godliness. Why is it crucial to cultivate a practical godliness? The Lord commands us in 1 Timothy 4:7, train yourself for godliness. If you want to obey God, then you'll cultivate practical godliness. Cultivating practical godliness is necessary for the Christian life.
Visit kingdomsports.online.
Cupid, the messenger of love. That guy is totally undependable. This Valentine's Day, choose Petal Creations as your personal messenger of love. From designs that say, hey, I kind of like you, to you rock my world. We know how to create the perfect floral design sure to tell your Valentine how you really feel. We have so many design choices it will make your head spin. More importantly, they will make her head spin. PetalCreations.com or 423-6500. Stop in and see us at 56th and Highway 2 in the Edgewood Shopping Center.
Hey guys, Austin Norman here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, February 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex for weigh-ins for Saturday's The Heart of the Lion boxing event. Weigh-ins are at 6 p.m. and the public is welcome to be there. That's Friday the 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, just off Cornhusker Highway.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It keeps you laughing, man. It keeps you laughing. The memes, the stories, it all keeps you in stitches laughing.
The talks.
Yes.
Do you watch TikTok, AG?
What on TikTok? I do. What's up?
Just asking if you watch TikTok.
Yeah, every now and then I'll scroll. Yeah, I gotta post stuff on there so some things catch my eye, I guess.
The algorithms are algorithming right now for me.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's some funny ones on there, man.
Yeah.
I get kind of worried. I get kind of worried because it makes me feel bad as a person for what pops up.
Well, the algorithm is reading who you are.
Oh, well, Nick is demented.
I'm a horrible person.
Exactly. You can find them like, oh my God.
Yeah. I need.
This is what the algorithm thinks of me.
I need a timeline cleanse.
Yeah.
Reboot.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, in Nebraska recruiting, we did have one that visited not too long ago. Danny Odom. Look him up, folks. Danny Odom, O-D-E-M. O-D. I feel like Old Dirty B, the group. Yeah.
Related to Lamar?
Old Dirty Bastard?
No, Lamar Odom.
No. This is Danny Odom.
Oh, okay.
He's actually a cornerback that came and visited Nebraska, and it was funny because he thought Nebraska was in the middle of nowhere. That's what he thought. He thought there was actual cornfields before visiting here.
He
heard about
at one point.
He heard about the program, heard about how the facilities, came and visited. And the thing he likes the most, he mentioned, was our new defensive backs coach, Addison Williams, is already making a splash as far as first impressions. Obviously, haven't signed him, but as far as first impressions go, and he moved so we could have more of a chance to practice. He moved from Pennsylvania to Orlando, so he'd have more time to be prepared. But he's getting looks from Arkansas, Florida State, Penn State. And I mean, just a bag full of others as well. But Danny Odom's a kid. He's a big kid, too, as far as a cornerback, 6'1", 200-something pounds, 6'1", 175, not 200, 175. 3-star, 4-star, and some others. But it's good to get a guy like him on campus early. And he's at First Academy. I'm not First Academy, guys. Is that's not like that IMG Academy?
Not IMG.
I didn't think so.
Nope.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Different.
All right. But he's a 2026 recruiting class, though, gentlemen.
Yeah. So he's a junior. So he's a junior now.
Junior this year. I mean, guys, this is. I mean, prove it time for some of the new assistants on Nebraska staff, right? You include. We talked to Mike Eckler the other day, but I mean now you're talking Addison Williams, who's been here for a month or so. It's prove it time. See who they can get on campus. March is always a busy time for maybe junior day visits and so on and so forth. And it's a big opportunity for them as somebody that's clearly made the steps up, right? Addison Williams was that coaching career. He reached his start of his ascension at Coastal Carolina, then went to UCF and was there for 3 seasons, and now gets the call to Nebraska.
Well, I mean,
this go ahead, AG.
No, I was gonna say, looking at Danny on film, man, he looked good. He does outside leverage real good. And what I like already, don't see it in a lot of high school defensive players, especially DBs and linebackers, is that he is a ball hawk. He goes into tackle. He's not only tackling you, he's stripping the ball. I watched on film. There was like 3 or 4 plays where he went in and was able to get the strip out along with making the tackle too. So that's something where you just hone that in as if he does decide to go here, it's something that could continue to develop into expertise. Somebody like Pee Wee, I can't think his last name, but he was a cornerback for the Chicago Bears. He was really good at stripping the ball and punching it out. Pee Wee Pillman. That's what it is. So when you have players that just have that at that age already in high school doing that, then you just develop over the years, and he could be a problem to think about, for anybody running the ball against our Huskers if he decides to come here, or any school he decides to pick. It's going to be a good addition to that defense.
Raff, he's a physical kid, like you mentioned. AG, he's not afraid to get his nose in there in the football. Notice he's also got quick hips. The dude turns awfully quick. Raff, he's getting recruits. Obviously, I mentioned a number of schools, but Arkansas, Florida State, Kansas, Kentucky. He's gonna be high. And all these schools are pretty cool. I mean, he's pretty cool on them as far as that goes. But it's gonna be interesting, Raff, to get a guy like him in here, to at least come to see the campus. And we notice we're getting more and more guys like that. I just want to get you guys' opinion. Why do you think we're getting some more of these guys to come and at least take a look, where in the past they weren't doing that?
I'd say, I think Dylan Raiola, still plays a key in that. I mean, he's still got a big name in the college football atmosphere. And we made a bowl game, so people saw us in postseason. So we are, trending upwards. I might not feel like it as much, but making a bowl game is trending upwards. And also too, my ears really perk up when I see defensive back athlete, because I think to myself, I wonder if he can return punts and kicks.
And he did actually.
He does. Yeah. Cool. Yep. So that definitely answers your question.
Here's one thing that I think is important when you mention these guys. Obviously Raiola is huge. I get that, but I think the guys I'm going towards right now, those relationships. You look at the Jaquel Shorts, they came in. Because now you're adding more. Jaquel Shorts that we brought in. You look at Addison Williams we brought in. What's that?
Terry Braden
that came in. Yeah. These guys have different connections. And Raff, you know what I say at Capitol, the slogan, relationships matter. So now you're able to tap into some schools in some areas before that maybe you knew some people, but now you know people who are already embedded in those communities, in those schools, who already have relationships, to where now it's not a cold call. No, these guys know you. And I think that's huge. And like to your point, Raff, I also think getting to a bowl game is another huge factor, because although for some it's like, well, it's a bowl game, not a big bowl game, that was still 15 more practices. You were still on national television, and you've seen some progress and result from last year. So all those things I think are huge. Like I said, whether we land this kid or not, Odom, at least you're getting a look for them to come check out, hey, what's going on over there in Nebraska as far as that goes. So I know he's making an official visit will be here in June to visit the campus on an official recruiting trip. So excited to see that and see what happens after that. Like I said, all you want to do is at least get the kid here one time to see the program, just one time.
Just know that's not cornfields.
Yeah, and make sure it's not today.
Yeah. Hey, wait until March.
You gotta be real with the player. You gotta let him know, regardless if he comes here or not. You say, hey, it gets cold in Nebraska.
No, don't be real with them. Come on. It's always sunny and 75. We golf in February.
Like this, Nebraska.
You're not recruiting for me, Nick. I'll tell you that. With that mindset.
Come on.
Nebraska's closed today.
No, you know what we say then, and then when they're here and it's cold, it's like, hey, we've never seen temperatures like this.
He's going, look at my encyclopedia. It was like that last week.
Yeah. We've never seen temperatures like that. Hey, maybe it's a good idea for you to go back home to Florida in the month of January and February.
Hey,
I think on the recruiting package, didn't you used to always say that Lincoln, Nebraska averaged 60 degrees for the weather?
Yeah.
I think if you average everything together, it averages 60 degrees for the entire year.
That's funny.
It was funny because Coach Osborne would say, he goes, there were other schools, and Ted told me this, that coach all those years. He goes, other schools, I talked to other recruiters, he goes, they would actually use that against us. Like, man, you really want to go there, man? It's going to be cold 9 months out of the year. He goes, and the story would get worse and worse every year. Yeah, man, it's cold out of 6 months of the year. Yeah, man, it's cold 8 months of the year. Yeah, man, it don't get warm until late. You don't it's just got on and on and on. But it's hard to recruit anyway. I always say like this, when people say it's hard to recruit, here's why I don't buy that. It's hard to recruit everywhere. Yeah. Do other people have easier times because of maybe winning in temperature? That's true. Iowa still gets guys.
You guys have been to Happy Valley.
Kansas and K-State still gets guys. Penn State still gets guys. Ohio State.
Yeah.
So when they say it's hard to recruit here, I'm like, I ain't buying that.
That's a mindset.
Exactly, AG. Bingo. It is a mindset. And if I got a kid that's a little scared of cold, do you want him here anyway as far as that goes?
Yeah.
Something to think about.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
But before we go to our last break, Nick,
we
got a Husker that's getting some preseason hardware, man. Luke Broderick, Nebraska relief pitcher, was just named to the preseason Stopper of the Year watch list, which is given to the nation's top relief pitcher in D1 baseball. Nick, you being the aficionado, tell us about Luke Broderick, man.
Yeah, former Iowa Western Community College arm from the state of Nebraska originally, but started his career and has been at been a reliever for the last couple of seasons. Now comes to Lincoln. I mean, he's going to get the crack at Nebraska's closing spot. That's going to be where Nebraska kind of puts him in there. He has high strikeout numbers, throws really, really well velocity-wise. He's going to be mid-90s kind of guy, Luke Broderick. And you remember back in 2021, guys, when Spencer Schwellenbach was Nebraska's closer, a big reason why he was able to have so much success is because he was able to handle two pitches. Nick, he had high velocity numbers, and he was able to kind of keep guys off balance with an off-speed pitch as his number two with a slider.
Say that name again, Schwellenbach. What are you
Spencer Schwellenbach.
That just sounds like a closer, doesn't it?
It does. Now he's the starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, though, obviously.
There you go.
But once again, it's like Nebraska's going to get a crack. They start their season tomorrow.
We're talking baseball tomorrow morning too.
Just
let you guys know, listeners, we're talking baseball tomorrow. A lot of it.
It's exciting.
Season over, baby.
It's an exciting day. I cannot wait. I don't know if AG Raff, you guys noticed, or anybody on the video stream, I had a bat on my shoulder.
I saw that.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Little
wooden
I
bat.
just thought AD upset you again.
No, he came in here like Mr. Garvey from Key and Peele.
Yeah. It's an exciting time. So yeah, like if Nebraska, big, important part of any ball club at any level is the ability to kind of get some shutdown innings from some guys. And if you can go into the 9th inning or the 8th inning, if you want to extend him a little bit and say, okay, Luke, we got a 1-run or 2-run lead and feel pretty confident in his ability to shut the door, then you're going to be a pretty successful ball club.
I'm not going to say a lot now because we'll say it tomorrow. We just know we're going to talk a lot of baseball. I'm excited to see what they do after what they did last year, man. I'm pumped to see it, man. I'm pumped to see it.
I got a plethora of information for you fellas.
I love it. We're going to have a lot tomorrow to discuss it. Folks, taking our last break. We come back. We got that RGT. 80 attitude adjustment. Last parting words from AGZ. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
$93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. Despite the cold start, we'll see a high near 24. Tonight, increasing clouds, a continued breeze, low near 10. And tomorrow, a chance of wintry mix, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy with the high near 38. I'm meteorologist Kyle Butler from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your County Veteran Service Officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey guys, Austin Norman here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, February 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex for weigh-ins for Saturday's The Heart of the Lion boxing event. Weigh-ins are at 6 p.m. and the public is welcome to be there. That's Friday the 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, just off Cornhusker Highway.
Attention all wing fans! Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 89-cent boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.29 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today at 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fear's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fear's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fear's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Hey Stars fans, I'm defenseman Griffin Brown. Mark your calendar now to join us Friday, February 14th when we host the Sioux Falls Stampede at 7:05 at the Icebox. It's the perfect date night for you and your significant other to celebrate your love for Stars hockey. Purchase your tickets for our Valentine's Day game now by heading to LincolnStars.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Opportunity can knock at any moment. When it does, you can't afford to miss a call. That's why you need a business phone system that gives your team the flexibility to answer anytime, anywhere. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, we make it easy to equip your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. We enhance the efficiency technology provides while putting people first in all we do. That's why we meet your business right where you are by offering customized office technology solutions that meet your specific needs. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Inventory in Lincoln is extremely low. Current lead times for construction are running anywhere from 7 to 9 months. Having some homes that are available now is really great for our community.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
Finding affordable home in East Lincoln is getting very difficult to do, especially in a new construction. We have homes available just on the west side of Hillcrest Country Club. Prices start just over $400,000. Big ranches, 3-stall garages. Our designer has selected incredible finishes that will amaze you. To get a new construction home on that side of town for just over $400,000 is a fantastic buy.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back for our last segment. Raff, you know what? We can't forget to tell them we need a door. We need a door. Who do we call, my man?
Well, we call Doors Plus, of course. We pulled up on my little machine here. All right. If your garage door needs maintenance, you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Raff, what you got for us, man?
Well, speaking of doors, Aaron Rodgers is out the door. New York told him they do not want
Oh,
him
they
back.
did? Oh,
Yes.
I've been watching for that too. I knew someone was going to go down. Either they keep him or they release him. So,
Raff, is that 36 or $46 million in dead money?
49, yep.
9 mil.
Ooh.
Chump change.
Yeah.
Hello, Adrian Martinez.
Maybe not.
Hey, roster.
Hello to Aaron Rodgers to Pittsburgh. Am I right?
Man, I ain't.
Am I right? Aaron Rodgers.
That'll be interesting. That'll be more than interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
Brilliant.
Aaron Rodgers. Hey, play the Coach Rubin. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, you know, I think it's either Pittsburgh or the Raiders for Rodgers.
Well, he'd probably go to Pittsburgh because that way Devontae Adams can go with him.
Well, he could go to the Raiders too, couldn't he?
Well, back to the Raiders. Devontae back to the Raiders.
He's got a Taco Bell still there.
He does.
And you got a coach like Pete Carroll that would be kind of his type of guy because they're both kind of.
AD, you're just saying that also that he doesn't go to the Steelers.
I just want him on the other side of the Mississippi River.
hey, AD's mind once.
Who knows,
here's AD's mind once Aaron Rodgers signs with Pittsburgh. Blown. He's excited. It's time. Aaron Rodgers, Steeler. Pittsburgh Steeler.
Raffy, what you got for us, man?
Mike Tomlin's first under 500 season in his career. I'm kidding.
The standard is no longer the standard.
I'm kidding. We talked yesterday about how I think Aaron Rodgers still has a couple of years left in him.
Yeah, he does, but he just got to find the right fit, and I'll say the right team that'll be around him already. They can't build nothing around him. They got to have it already.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Definitely agreed. Raffy, what you got, my man?
All right, everybody. Today's Ralph's Good Take goes out to the Glow Big Red campaign. You've got 1 hour left to make your donations, any increment. All the sports teams at UNL, if you make a donation, say women's gymnastics, they even got the Spirit Squad this year, football, volleyball. Any donation you make to the sport, no matter what the increment, whoever gets the most donations, not per money, but just people contributing, one team will get $15,000 next year to their excellence fund. The second place team will get $10,000, and the third place team will get $5,000. and then whatever's contributed to their sport today. So you got one more hour to do that, and you can just type in Glow Big Red, and it'll get you there. So Glow Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Your Raff's good take.
For a great cause as well. I love it. I love it. The 80 attitude adjustment, folks. There was a World War I flying ace. His name was Eddie Rickenbacker, actually. And I love this saying he talks about when it deals with perseverance and just continue to go on. He goes, think things through, then follow through. Think things through, then follow through. And he goes, the problem is too many people think things through without actually following through. That was a huge thing for my dad. If you say you're going to do something, it's like you're going to follow through on it. So if you said something, I'm going to do these chores before I leave the house, but something changed in the plan. No. You said you're going to do it at this time. Get it done. A lot of people think things through, but they don't follow through. So follow through on those things we think about. AG, go ahead, my man.
Yeah, I got a good one there from Mr. Will Rogers. Says, don't let yesterday take too much of today.
Love that.
So don't be I say don't be harping on what happened yesterday or years ago. You got to push forward. Got to look ahead.
AG reminds me what Coach Osborne be yelling out there sometimes. Go to the next play.
Yeah.
Go to the next play. Ain't nothing you can do about that last one. Go to the next
Nothing you can do about Scott Boris. Go to the next one.
Yeah, that's it.
Next player.
There you go, Nick.
He represents his
Don't let it slow you down, Nick.
Represents 175 players.
I know.
Got that moolah.
On to the next free agent.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Speaking of player representatives, Nash Hutmacher didn't get invited to the NFL Combine. Kind of surprising.
Well, interesting. Raff, we got 10 seconds. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, AG. I'll stop it. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Raff, you said he didn't get invited?
He did not. Ty Robinson, Isaiah Nair, Thomas Fedoni, and Tommy Hill were the four that got invited.
Interesting stuff.
Gotcha. Got to show up and show out when they get a chance, man, at the pro day. Absolutely.
Boom.
Take us home, Raffy.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
M-Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M-Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial.